Learnerfully. I'm here with candidate Gayle Johnson. She's in an election. What is an election?
An election is where we choose politicians to make decisions for us in government. They enact policies that will make our lives better. And the word politician and policy both comes from the Greek word polis, which means the city-state where democracy was born.
A politician is a person that is choosing to make laws?
Exactly. Politicians are smart, thoughtful people who decide what our laws will be. There are many types of politicians. We have city council, we have state, and we have national politicians. And each one makes decisions that make an important impact on our life. It's like how much money is spent in schools and how to protect our homes from flooding. That's why elections are important, because if the politicians don't do their job, then we need to elect someone else who will listen and do their job better.
Mm-hmm. Elections are important, so what kind of election is this one?
This one is just for our state representatives, and it's really important because the decisions that are made on a state level impact our lives more directly than national elections. But some people aren't aware of that. They don't think that this election is as important as perhaps the national election in 2020. That's why we need to be sure that everyone gets out and votes this year.
Why do we need politicians?
That's a good question. We need politicians because there are a lot of issues that we need to decide on, and there are a lot of factors that we need to do research and then come back. The politicians will do the research, and then they come back to the constituents and find out how constituents feel about that, and that's how they know how to vote. And politicians are really public servants. They serve the will of the people. And if they don't, then we need to vote them out.
How can we choose politicians that we trust?
That's the tricky part. We have to stay informed, and we need to know about the issues, and we need to see if the politicians are telling us the truth. So if you lie, your parents and teachers aren't going to be happy, are they?
Mm-mm.
So it's important that we know whether our politicians are being truthful or not. And the only way we can do that is by being engaged, being active, and then if they aren't listening to us, if they're lying to us, then we vote them out the next time.
How can I help?
You can help by realizing that every vote matters, and tell everybody you know that every vote matters. And when you grow up and you become an active and engaged voter, and you go to every election. In Virginia, we have the opportunity to vote every year. That's unusual. Not many states have that. So it's very important that everyone goes out and votes. Last year, we had an election where the votes were tied, and the decision was decided by reaching into a fishbowl and picking out the winner. Mm-hmm. If there had been more voters in that particular area, it would have been decided by the voters, not by random picking out a piece of paper out of a fishbowl. Mm-hmm. Voting matters.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for telling me about elections.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
In Virginia Beach, our next election is going to be on November 5th. Ask your parents if they're going to vote. Thank you for watching Learnerfully.